Osama bin Laden. The name itself became synonymous with terror. The attacks on September 11, 2001 shook the world. They plunged the United States into a new kind of war, one fought against an enemy without borders. Finding bin Laden, the architect of this horror, became an obsession. His capture or death, a symbol of justice and a chance for closure. Initially, intelligence agencies focused on traditional methods. They tracked satellite phones, believing bin Laden, with his penchant for secrecy, would still rely on them. However, the man who once craved the spotlight had become a phantom. Public revelations about his use of satellite phones forced him deeper underground. The hunt seemed to stall, yet the intelligence community pressed on. They knew capturing bin Laden wouldn't be easy. He had vanished into the remote tribal regions of Afghanistan and Pakistan. It was a dangerous game of hide-and-seek played against a master of evasion. A breakthrough came in the form of a name, Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. He was a trusted courier in bin Laden's inner circle. The CIA believed that finding al-Kuwaiti would lead them to bin Laden himself. The agency poured resources into tracking his movements, painstakingly piecing together his network. They discovered al-Kuwaiti used a variety of techniques to avoid detection. He eschewed cell phones, relying on face-to-face meetings and handwritten messages. But even the most careful whispers can be overheard. Through meticulous analysis, the CIA identified individuals connected to al-Kuwaiti. The trail led to a heavily fortified compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. This sprawling structure, with its high walls and barbed wire, seemed out of place in the quiet neighborhood. It raised red flags for the CIA analysts. Could this be the sanctuary where bin Laden had been hiding for years? The National Security Agency, NSA, played a pivotal role in confirming bin Laden's location. They employed their formidable capabilities in signals intelligence, SIGINT, to intercept and analyze electronic communications. Every phone call, every email, every internet message leaves a trace. These digital footprints, however faint, can be picked up by the NSA's vast network of satellites and listening posts. Analysts painstakingly sifted through this ocean of data, searching for any clue that could confirm bin Laden's presence. It was like finding a needle in a haystack, but the stakes couldn't be higher. Their success could bring an end to the decade-long manhunt and deliver justice for the victims of 9/11s. Finally, after months of tireless work, they got their confirmation. A voice, identified as bin Laden's, was intercepted within the compound. The intelligence was clear. The world's most wanted terrorist was hiding in plain sight. On May 2, 2011, a team of US Navy SEALs conducted a daring raid on the compound in Abbottabad. The operation, codenamed Neptune Spear, was fraught with risk. The SEALs were entering a hostile environment, facing an enemy they knew little about, but they were prepared for anything. Throughout the raid, the NSA provided real-time intelligence and support. They monitored enemy communications, provided situational awareness, and ensured the safety of the SEALs on the ground. The success of the mission hinged on the seamless coordination between the intelligence community and the military. The raid was swift and decisive. After years on the run, bin Laden was killed in a firefight with US forces. His body was flown to Afghanistan for identification and then buried at sea. The news of his death sent shockwaves around the world, bringing a sense of closure to a decade of fear and uncertainty.